Hi, friends. We are here today and we are talking about relaxation. Hello, we are here today, and the title today is The Simplicity of Relaxation. And as normal on my Wednesdays, these are live so that people can come in live if they want to, or they can watch it later. And yet, donations are appreciated, either or. We are talking about relaxation. We are going deeper into the simplicity of life. This is of course, been kind of my focus. What might be missing to these spiritual practices that are out there that it can easily become a little bit too complicated, and thus the mind takes over. So that is, of course, good and well and fine and dandy. The mind takes over, you learn a lot, you go to a lot of coaches or teachers and get a lot of certifications of different sorts. And yet, eventually, you will have to kind of let go of the teachings and move beyond. This is not so much a teaching of the mind, but more an invitation to move beyond, to step into the simplicity that is beyond. So, when we talk about men and women and awakening, they can also be, women can be told, you need to feel more, or men can be told to feel more, and yet women might not need to feel more, they might need to feel less. So sometimes applying a masculine technique to a woman might not work because it might work for a man but not a woman. And yet, to apply, if you want to more walk the path of the body or being, you kind of have to apply to not focus on feeling, but to dare to go into relaxation instead. Relaxation is kind of like the guiding line for the body, because to understand and to receive relaxation, or to be into relaxation, is how to allow the energy to flow. And thus you have to become aware, like, are you too tense or are you too relaxed? Are you feeling too much? Are you feeling too little? Are you thinking too much or too little? Are you dreaming too much or too little? Because you have to connect with your body. Your body works when it's relaxed. If it's too relaxed, it becomes lazy. You have to kind of be awake. So when we talk about awakening, it is you have to kind of dare to choose to be engaged in the process. And that's where the choice of awakening happens. You can awaken, but you have to still choose it. If you think nothing about it, most people have had awakening processes in their life, in their past lives. They're happening all the time and they are not aware of it. It happens, but you don't have the container to embrace it. The container is you, and the container is your personality, personal life, and the container is your choice. So That being said, that is truly the simplicity of relaxation, that you have to choose to bring it into the your container and to receive it. Only by choosing it can you receive it, because receiving it requires an openness to in your body, and in that openness it can be felt, it can be experienced. So to awaken is to treasure the experience of life, the experience of awakening, the experience of going through the darkness of the night and then waking up in the morning, the clear, seeing the clarity of the room, and then seeing the light coming in, and to dare to breathe it in, to enjoy it. So it's to understand that we need to kind of be in the darkness to be able to understand what clarity is. And then from that clarity, we can see the light coming in through the windows. And then we can choose to enjoy it. What I call the ease of being. So, and in that choice, you are daring yourself, you're daring to be loved, you're daring to have love making, you're daring to love yourself for being made love with by yourself, or by everything, by the light, by the darkness, by the clarity, by everything. And thus, in that space, you are relaxed because you're receiving it from the state of being ready. When you're ready, you are relaxed. When you are nervous, you're not ready. When you are feeling anxious and looking at the time, you're not ready. When you are putting the time in, you're choosing, I want to come to these Wisdom Wednesdays. I want to come to a retreat. I want to meet the teacher. I want to receive. It's taking the time to become aware of what it means to be ready, to receive that simplicity. And from there, awakening happens as we start enjoying life, because life is enjoyment. And then from enjoyment, we can start laughter appears, because we are allowing ourselves to live. We are allowing ourselves to be awake. So there's a reason why most people don't choose awakening, because they don't understand that it's a choice. They don't believe that that choice is possible, and they don't believe that they're asleep. They don't believe. So then you have to get hit with a depression or pain or disease or a COVID or different things, or money problems, or all different kinds of stuff, or love problems, or death, or worry, to realize that you are kind of just at the mercy of everything around you, instead of daring to return to the simplicity of you, where you can choose to be alive. So that is what we're doing here. We're choosing to be alive, and then gradually that will sink in through that choice. Sounds pretty fine and dandy. That's when you start taking up the silverware or the goldware, the gold mugs, and you start to enjoy life. Because more and more in the simplicity of relaxation, your body starts relaxing, and you start to allow to be flowing instead of resisting everything. Then you can say, like, yes, give me a hug, instead of like, oh, stop hugging me. You're not a girl. You're not pretty. You're not that. You're not my husband. You're not my woman. You're not the right color. You're not from the right country. You're not doing it right. That's the mind going into all the worry. The mind can live in constant war if you want to live in the mind. And yet the body is at peace if you dare to live in the body. like a dog just hanging back or a cat just sleeping. You can be at peace with life or at ease, where you also can engage and flow. So it's daring to step out of the mind. It can worry and it can feel, and it can feel darkness or happiness or sadness or anger or desire. And then when you stop feeling the mind, when you stop being in the mind, you realize that you can just enjoy being in the clarity and the enjoyment of life. So that's why we're here. That is the choice. Whether you have chosen it or not, it is a choice that has to grow. And that's the beauty of this time. It's coming out there. You can see me wherever in the world. Currently in Chicago, but you can be wherever. An hour later, you can see this and you can receive it if you like. So the choice is always yours, whether you believe it or not. Anyway, we will go into our second part where we kind of like allow ourselves to like release more. So we'll have a little break, a little couple of minutes break. If you just wanted to pop in, maybe you're done and I'll pop in for another one or watch another live later or video later. But if you want to kind of go into the physicalness and receive the energy of it too, then stick around and I will be back in a minute or two. We are back, and it is a beautiful full moon day, but really every day can be a full moon day because it's just about connecting. And relaxation is the intention in itself of connecting. Hence, we don't need to necessarily be affected by outside, whether it's anger or moon or sadness or bliss or death or disease or anything. Then you can be at ease with these things. Let's talk from my body being. A little poem. Ooh, perfect. The intention we have leads our life. See it, acknowledge it, and adhere to it. So lay down wherever you are, sink back, or if you're in the bathroom or shower or taking a walk, just allow yourself to open yourself up. It's like opening up the body to receiving the grace, receiving that which you cannot know. I live in the unknown, yet knowledge is everywhere, so it comes through when it's necessary. So let's receive it. And I have some new people coming in and enjoying starting my last online retreat. Like, if you haven't done the online retreat yet, it's still out there for a few weeks. I had somebody just started yesterday, and they started opening up and feeling some fun stuff. So it's fun to it's a fun way to dance. But yeah, let's open it up. It's like you're kind of receiving. It's like kind of like opening the shoulders, dropping the shoulders, like a smile on your face or in your in your mouth or in your ears, and it kind of like daring to receive the energy down into your chest, into your belly, into your back of your hips, into your booty, into your buttocks, down, letting it kind of continue down into your genitals and down into your knees and into your feet. And it's only sad because it just happens naturally. It's not something you can force. And yet, our intention, we often feel like we force life, or life is forced upon us. Choices are forced upon us. But if we dare to bring the simplicity in, then we can return to that joyous place of ease. So let the energy come up again from your feet, your fingers. It's like it fills up you like a balloon, up, out, up into your face, into your jaw, into your head. And I had a beautiful and out, had a beautiful comment of somebody feeling the session kind of supporting them and working through the night and releasing some emotions, that is kind of, or energy, that is kind of the intention to receive this, whether it happens last night or during the session or the day after or at the night in your sleep. So allow it to churn like it's supposed to, because that is the simplicity of it. Don't try to fight it. Just receive it and relax and enjoy it. So that's what we're doing. And we are pretty much done for today. It is a full moon day. It's like a big, big, beautiful day. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day or night or evening. Talk to you soon. And I hope you